downside with supernatural movies is that they are often not enticing or entertaining enough. But that is not the case with this movie from 2004 called Van Helsing that entertains you right from the very first minute. First and foremost, the story is told in an epic and tense way that really makes you entertained. That's really one of the reasons why this movie may be one of the craziest supernatural movies you have ever seen. You really get real into this dark old medieval Dracula universe in a very wholehearted way, which really makes it easy to get immersed into the story. One of the reasons why this movie really entertains you is because of the dramatic scenes in action. They are really done in a way that makes you pile up the tension while watching this movie. It does not matter if it is the battle scenes with the vampires or when Dracula forms his plan, they really makes you follow this movie close to the screen. One of the most I enjoy supernatural movies when they give you a lot of scenes filled with tension, and such is also the case in this movie. In the movie, which is also one of the reasons it may be one of the craziest supernatural movies you have ever seen, you see very good method acting from all the characters involved, both from Hugh Jackman, that plays Van Helsing, the inventor guy, played by David Wenham, and Dracula, played by Richard Roxburgh. They are all a part of a cast that gives their life and soul in their roles. And of course, it may be delivered more dramatic in the way they act, but I actually like this type of acting that you often see in fantasy movies such as this. Of course, when it is done the way they are doing it in this movie, because it is about making the acting feel exaggerated but yet raw in the appearance, which you feel then the actor gives a full-fledged good acting performance. The tension music is also used to full perfection in this one, where you see the story built like the movie from 2009, Solomon Kane. In that particular movie, they were also really good at creating this tension-filled mood, combined with the music to make the movie feel and look more dramatic for the viewer. Such is also, of course, the case with this movie that has an effective way to entertain you right down to the edge. That really also gives you a high climax in some of the scenes when you manage to build up, for example, Dracula's plan where he wants his kind to survive and ravage the world when you see his new small vampires come to life because of the Frankenstein monster. One other reason why this movie may be one of the craziest supernatural movies you have ever seen comes down to the way the Dracula locations are done. All those locations are made to look very cool. That goes both for the castle and the laboratory scenes, because really, when you are in his frosty lair and a laboratory with all his minions and experiments, it is something that supports the crazy mood of this movie. In some supernatural movies, they have never the ability to make it look so cool. But one of the reasons why this movie is entertaining is basically because how good they make it look. Like I also said, this movie gives you a nice dose of tension, a very good cast, but also manages to conduct the mood in a crazy way. That's why for me this one is a strong 7, and really one of the craziest supernatural movies you have ever seen.